Hey there, I'm Lance, and this is Love to Hate, and today I have two of my children here with me, and we're taking a look at Storytime Chess from Thinking Cup Learning, but we're also going to be looking at the Strategy Guide, Level 2. This is a new booklet that has come out for Storytime Chess, which we covered in another video, and you can click the I in the top right corner, and it will show you that video to get caught up on what Storytime Chess is all about. In this video, I'm specifically covering the strategy guide that has just been released, and it is here to help teach you what goes beyond just the basics of what you can find in Storytime Chess. This booklet here will teach you advanced moves, even some strategy, some opening strategy, and how to maybe win a game against Dad, huh? What do you think about that? You think you could beat me in a game?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Probably I had help from Mom.
Oh, from Mom? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at it on the table, and we'll come back and share our thoughts on this strategy guide. All right, so I've got Storytime Chess Level 2 Strategy Storybook here for you guys to take a quick look at. I'm not going to show you everything that comes in this book. You'll have to check that out for yourself, but I do want to give you just a little brief look at this book and this fantastic artwork that goes along with the stories that you will help your kids learn strategy, not just how the pieces work, because that's what comes in Storytime Chess, the base game. This is the advanced level, level 2. And you can see here at the bottom, 9 silly chess stories that teach openings, game planning, castling, pawn promotion, and more. This little emblem right here tells you that 200,000 kids and counting have worked their program Chess at 3. Because as the Storytime Chess claims, you can teach children ages 3 and up. Check that out. So let's look at the back cover real quick here and show you some more of the components that are in Storytime Chess. In fact, you should check out our video on Storytime Chess, and it will show you more about what all that looks like. And I want to show you guys the table of contents and let you see just how many pages and chapters there are in this book. You do need the base game in order to be able to use this strategy guide, as it's going to involve all the characters from the base game, and it's going to include some new characters. You can see right here, this is one of our new characters. And this works very much the same way as the original Storytime Chess. It's going to teach you or tell you a story that you will read to your kids to help learn about a new rule or idea in chess, such as pawn promotion. You can see here that the little pawns are dreaming about transforming into Queen Allegra. And that is exactly what you're going to be working on in this first chapter in this exercise, trying to move your pawn down the board as quickly as possible. And just as is the case in the normal or in the base Storytime Chess, you're going to have some exercises that follow the chapters before you begin a new chapter. And there you have it. So this is the Level 2 Strategy Storybook. It's something that's going to help your kids become stronger chess players. Let's go back up top, and I'm going to have my kids share their thoughts on this and show you a little bit of what they've learned from Level 2. Now we're going to read Chapter 2, The Cranky Princess. Okay? To make a thinking cup, put the heels of your hands together and make a U shape with your fingers. Okay? Then rest your chin in the U-shaped cup, and voila! Now you're using your eyes and your brain to solve the chess puzzle before you. All right. You remember kings and pawns when we tried to get our pawns to the end of the board as fast as we could to capture the other king?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's imagine that we're playing a game of kings and pawns, and you're the black team. The white team's last move was to capture a pawn. Okay. So what's the white team's plan? If they have their pawn right here, what's the white team trying to do?
The white team is trying to get to the other side.
Yep, that's right. Okay. So if that's what the white team is trying to do, what should you do with your black king?
Go try to get them before they get there.
That's right. Good job. Okay. So, remember, how can King Shaky move?
He can move.
No, don't touch him. Remember, thinking cup. He can move what?
he can move one space at a time like King Chomper.
And in what direction?
Forwards.
He can move forwards. Can he move other directions?
Yeah.
What directions?
Diagonal.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Left.
That's right. That's all of them. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move the white. You move King Shaky. Okay? So which way should King Shaky go if he's going to try to stop the white pawn?
Maybe,
Why don't you go ahead and move him?
I would rather want to get the king, so maybe I should move him.
No, you got to stop the pawn, remember? Now here's the problem. You can't move there. Okay, you can't move there because then the pawn will get you. So where can you move? Keep going. No, not there.
Here?
Yep. And now what? You got him. Good job.
And then I get the king.
All right, we're back. And now I'm going to show you a little bit of what my kids have learned so far through going through this strategy guide. They have not worked all the way through it, so we don't know everything there is to learn in this, but they have learned a few tips and tricks and gone through some of the chapters. I want to show you that to you guys real quick. All right, guys. One of the chapters talks about these pawns, right? The pawn promotion rule. And what is that? What are we trying to do with these pawns? Are we trying to be slow about moving across the board, or what do we want to try to do? We want to try to
get across the board.
Get across the board. Move your hand, though. Get across all the way to the other side of the board, right?
And then we turn into a knight, a bishop, if I can, a rook, and that's a bishop, and a queen.
That's right. We can upgrade our pawn, promote it to a knight, right, Locke? A bishop, a rook, or the queen, right?
I think the horse is the excellent choice.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, most of the time we want to upgrade to the what, Locke? What do we want to upgrade to?
The queen.
The queen, that's right, because the queen can do pretty much anything. She's the most powerful piece. So we covered pawn promotion, right? Let's see about this. Do you guys remember what the 4 squares in the middle are called?
The kitchen.
That's right, the kitchen. And the kitchen is the most important space on the board, right? So we want to try to get our pieces there first before the other team, right? And so, Locke, do you remember what's the quickest way to take one of the spots in the kitchen if you're white?
Go to space.
That's right. Move your pawn 2 spaces and boom, you're in the kitchen, right?
Boom.
Yeah. You already got one spot in the kitchen, and you can protect this one because the black team doesn't want to move right there because you'll just take them out with your pawn, right? That's right. And then, let's see, let's go over one other thing real quick. If we've got our king on the board, and we've got our rook on this space right here, and we don't have any space pieces in the middle there, right? We've moved our knight out, we've moved our bishop out. What can we do with the king and the rook there? Do you guys remember what that's called?
A castle.
That's right, castling, right? Which is where we can make them do what?
A flip-flop.
Flip-flop, that's right. Very good, very good.
Not the flip-flop you wear on your feet.
Yeah, like flip-flops on your feet, that's right. And so those are just a few of the things that we have learned throughout this new strategy guide. Some of the other things are just like here on the front cover, it talks about game planning, openings, castling, and pawn promotion like we just talked about. And so chock full of good information to teach your kids after they know all of the basics, how the pawns and all the other pieces move. And that's something that you pick up in the base game of Storytime Chess. This book takes it up a notch and teaches them how they can actually win a game, right? So, what do you guys think about Storytime Chess?
It is good.
It's good. What do you think, Locke?
It's like it's almost like checkers.
It is like checkers, right? But it's a little more advanced than checkers, right? Yeah, it's a step up from checkers. So, and this new strategy guide here is a lot of fun. You guys enjoy the stories that are in this book too?
Yes.
Yeah, they kind of go right in line with the stories from the original game, right? The same characters, and it brings everything right back. So, all right, my kids enjoy it. They really like Storytime Chess, and I think it's something that you should try out. I've included a link to their website where you can go and check out this new strategy guide as well as the base game, so make sure to do that. All right, so there you go. That is the Strategy Guide Level 2 with Storytime Chess. I'm Lance, and these are my kids. We are Love to Hate, where we try to bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.